When we last saw Zach, he was wrapping up 2 weeks in inpatient rehabilitation. During that time, he began rebuilding his daily routines, rediscovering confidence, and learning that his body was capable of improvement even without structural brain damage. Now he's taking the next step, transitioning to outpatient occupational therapy. In today's episode, we'll explore how occupational therapy practitioners continue to apply the model of human occupation across this next phase of care, focusing on volition, habituation, performance capacity, and environment as Zach re-enters his community. Welcome back to episode 4, in this crash course on occupational therapy's role in functional neurological symptom disorder. I'm Habiba, and today we're following Zach as he moves from structured inpatient rehab into the more dynamic world of outpatient OT. You'll see how the MOHO model continues to guide our interventions, helping Zach build motivation, reestablish meaningful routines, strengthen his performance skills, and adapt to real-world environments. After discharge, Zach returned home to his wife and 3 children. While his inpatient stay restored independence and self-care, new challenges emerged: inconsistent fatigue, limited endurance, and anxiety about social participation. He told us, "It's one thing to do therapy in the hospital. It's another thing to feel normal at home." Our outpatient goals built directly on his inpatient progress through the MOHO lens: volition, rebuilding confidence and purpose; habituation, restoring routines and roles; performance capacity, expanding motor and cognitive consistency; and environment, adapting his home and community for success.
When we talk about volition in MOHO, we're referring to Zach's personal causation, his values, and his interests. In outpatient OT, we explore how each of these drives or hinders his willingness to engage in meaningful occupation. This helps us select interventions that align with who Zach is and who he is working to become again.
In outpatient OT, we continued using MOHO as our roadmap, focusing on graded, meaningful engagement rather than symptom elimination. Let's break that down. After inpatient rehab, Zach's confidence wavered. He missed his professional identity as a hospital executive and struggled with the idea of depending on others. To rebuild volition, we set meaningful, achievable goals: preparing breakfast for his family, managing household tasks, and scheduling short calls with former colleagues. Each activity reconnected him to roles that gave his life meaning. By linking interventions to his personal values, leadership, family, and independence, we reignited his motivation.
These occupations weren't chosen at random. Preparing breakfast tapped into Zach's value of nurturing his family. Video calls reconnected him to his interest in mentoring others. Succeeding in these tasks strengthened his personal causation, his belief that he could influence his recovery through his own actions.
Next, we worked on habituation, restoring the structure that anchors everyday life. Together, we designed a visual schedule balancing therapy, rest, and family time. Zach described his inpatient routine as safe but predictable. Outpatient occupational therapy challenged him to apply structure independently, creating flexible, self-driven habits that mirrored real-world demands. Over time, he reestablished routines that mirrored his executive background, setting goals, reviewing outcomes, and adapting his own schedule as symptoms fluctuated.
These routines weren't just about structure. They supported Zach's key life roles: father, spouse, leader, and community member. Rebuilding his routines helped him re-inhabit these roles with increasing confidence.
Inpatient therapy restored Zach's foundational ADL skills, but outpatient occupational therapy focused on performance capacity, specifically endurance and dual task functioning. Through job stimulation exercises, he practiced managing short bursts of cognitive and motor activity, like reviewing reports or planning family tasks, followed by structured rest breaks to manage fatigue. His ability to sustain attention and physical control improved as he learned to pace himself instead of pushing through symptoms.
In MOHO, performance capacity refers to the lived experience of the body and mind. We weren't strengthening Zach's neurological capacity, we're helping him use his existing capacities more effectively through pacing, grounding, and strategic activity design.
The environment became our next focus. Zach's family was supportive, but sometimes overhelped, rushing in to assist before he had the chance to problem solve. We held family education systems to encourage appropriate support, reinforce positive language, and reduce pressure to perform normally. In the community, Zach began practicing short outings, visiting a coffee shop, walking to the mailbox, or attending his child's sports game. Each graded exposure built tolerance and reminded him that recovery doesn't mean perfection, it means participation. By viewing Zach's progress through MOHO, we could clearly map growth. His volition increased. He began setting his own therapy goals. His habituation improved. Daily routines became consistent and self-initiated. His performance capacity strengthened. He performed tasks longer without fatigue. And his environment evolved. His home and social circle became part of his therapy, not obstacles to it. After 8 weeks of outpatient OT, Zach showed measurable improvement in confidence, participation, and satisfaction with daily life. He was preparing for a phased return to work, proof that occupation itself was the best medicine. Zach's journey reminds us that the heart of occupational therapy isn't fixing symptoms, it's rebuilding lives through occupation. Using Moho as our compass, we didn't just help Zach move or think better, we helped him become himself again. Every small, meaningful action, every habit, role, and success reconnected to who he is and what he values. Our key takeaways for today. Recovery builds on structure. Moho keeps us focused on motivation, habits, skills, and environment. Volition drives progress. Reconnecting clients to purpose transforms participation. Routine and family involvement anchor long-term consistency. Occupational therapy helps clients like Zach move from surviving to living again through meaningful occupation. In our next episode, we'll explore the common challenges and misconceptions surrounding FNSD, many of which Zach faced on his road to recovery. We'll discuss stigma, interdisciplinary communication, and how OT practitioners can advocate for their clients while maintaining hope and collaboration. Thank you for joining me for Zach's continued journey through the lens of Moho. See you in episode 5.